Okay, so you should have this list of projects in your projects database and a list of areas of responsibility in your areas database. If you haven't taken the time to beautify them in some way, you can go ahead and add some pretty icons and some covers. Just pause the video and take some time to do that, then come back. Often in Notion, if you're using more than one database, there may come a time when you want to connect items across those databases. This is extremely helpful to visualize connections across notes. Do you remember in the Introduction to Para lesson in Module 1, I mentioned that projects are somehow smaller than areas, and that you can have many projects under one area? In this lesson, we'll be relating all the projects we just brain dumped to their respected areas using the relation property in Notion's databases. To get started, let's begin by showing you what a relation property type does and how you can set them up. If you look at the projects database and change it to the table view, this is called the default view here, then you can see all the properties and columns that this projects database contains. I've marked all of the relational databases with this RD in brackets here, so that you can find them quickly and know exactly what they do. Find the related areas column and click inside of it. This will list all of the pages from your areas database. It's kind of cool, huh? What I want you to do now is take some time to relate all of your projects to an area. So for me, client 1 is probably a marketing strategy client. Client 2 is also going to be marketing strategy. New website for cool client is a web design area. So go through and do this with your projects. You might find that you forgot a key area of your life, and don't worry, that kind of happens. If you want to go back to the areas database and create it, go ahead and do that. But for now, just pause the video and do that. When you're done, press play and we'll continue. Okay, awesome. So now you should have got all of your projects related to some area. I've even made a couple different areas which I missed before. See, I created the sales area and university master's studies. I want you to go back to the areas page and click on the area which has the most projects in it. So I'm going to go into marketing strategy. Inside marketing strategy, I can see at a glance that I have 2 projects that have to do with marketing strategy. This allows me to have an awareness of how much work I'm taking on in a specific area of my life. I'll be expanding on this a little in the Organize module, where we'll be building dashboards for areas that allow you to manage more effectively and have all of the information you need for that area at your fingertips. If I want to see what's going on in that project, I can click in here and select Client 1, and I'll be brought over to the project page there. If I go back out and back to marketing strategy, I can also navigate to see Client 2 and freely flow between all the related pages quite quickly here. To create new relations, just create a new column. You can do this by going to the end of the table and pressing the plus icon, and then selecting the relation property type from the advanced section. If you just type the name of the database that you want to find, so let's say we want to relate our projects to the archive, I'll type in archive, and then you can click it to create the relation. Easy peasy. After I rename this, I'll know what it is, and voila. If you're feeling adventurous, try linking your resources to specific areas. In the next lesson and upcoming module, we're going to be looking at capturing new information and how to be mindful of your information diet, which is just as important as your physical diet. As my auntie used to say, garbage in, garbage out.